And we are ready to begin, and we're so pleased you're here. And today is your breakthrough. Well, we're starting a little bit earlier, which we've done often with our messenger, because we felt that more of you could use this information as you're moving through this new moon, which is really powerful. And it's a super new moon, which means that you're meant to set your life ahead now. And many of you have been stuck, including our messenger, so we thought we would explain it today. And as you will see on our site, that we put all the messages there that we have given you on this date since 2008, because there are cycles that move through your world. Now, many of you could not have known that or figured it out, and our messenger didn't know it either, but we've just proven that we have given him everything that was in order and alignment with your universe, and it has grown over time, which is why he's 74 and he has healed everything. And this is what we wanted each of you to do. What you're looking at now in your world are generational grievances coming up that are just affecting each of you in different ways that you might not have understood. And the energies that have not happened in this way are coming up that are causing more of you to awaken and question who you are. Well, we've given you the answer. And the answer is you are this being that came onto the earth at this time to do something wonderful, and it's within you. And if you were to do that, you'd have a really great life. You all come into the world the same way. You're humans, and you come in with flesh and bones, but you have consciousness. But your consciousness has been formed from everything that has come before. We gave our messenger a history of your consciousness, and we had him develop it over time, which is why he is healed. The difficulty is none of you could believe it because no one has ever done this before. And it was challenging for him, but we told him he has to stop now, move ahead. Well, he has no choice because he's going to be meeting with someone that's going to be putting him out there, which is what we want for all of you. The difficulty you each have is not owning yourselves and not just embracing who you are and why you're on this plane, the earth plane. Now, we will tell you, when you read through the messages that we have left for you, you'll see there's a trajectory because that's how you grow. You grow in your intelligence individually and then also collectively. But you've gotten stuck, which is why you're seeing all the conflicts in your world and why we had him write all the information about the United States, because that was the focal point of where the challenges would come up. But if you understand them, then it's the best time ever, because you each have these elements within you that have not served you in terms of progression of your consciousness and the consciousness of all that is. We mean everyone. We have given you something that is for every single person. Now, we can't get you to believe that, but we do know that it works. And we've had so many others, including our messenger, who have proven it. And there's science behind it. And that's what we wanted you to understand. We had him see that every message that we had given him was aligned energetically to the things that were happening in your world, the major events, every new moon, every conjunction, every full moon. He didn't even know why he was doing channeling sessions on those times, but we told him it's because that's when the energy is more available. But today we're doing it early because there's going to be so much energy, and many of you are going to feel it. You'll feel a little anxious. You'll feel emotional for many different reasons, but that's great because now you're looking at yourself and deciding whether or not you're going to take the next step and own who you are. Now we can tell you we have given you everything that you could need to live a magnificent life. The only thing we didn't do is have our messenger finish it all. But now he has to, because he's had new people who have come in, and we told him to cut it off so that he can finish this and give it to more of you. That's what's happening. Each of you have to make that decision, and that's why the new moon is so powerful, and we wanted to do this today. But we had to prove it to you, just like we had to prove it to him. He had no idea that he had this kind of organization. He couldn't even figure out how he healed. He didn't know. None of you know. It's something that grows. You each come in to develop something that could cause your collective consciousness to evolve and then do more. You don't stay on the earth forever. You come to do something, and it's within you. And the more of you who do that, then you have this much different world than the times that you're going to sit and fight with one another and not create. This is why we've given you the work. It's about you. It's about you understanding your importance and loving who you are. So this is the last time that we're having him put together the messages in this way, because we want him to work with those in our work currently, because they are going to become so successful and happy and be the examples so that he can retire and actually sell this for what it should be. We talk about the money, and we've given you a whole thing on that, and we did it over several years. We've done it over 5 years because we said you've lost sight of the importance of the individual because you've placed it on the money, and then you get hypnotized by that, and the money doesn't stay with you. Your soul does, though. And this is what we wanted you to understand. And we have to have him now shift because he's not had the being the example for all of you because he spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on developing this, his life, and moving through everything and not selling it for what it was. And we never want any of you to do that. So this new moon, we want you to set new intentions. And that is what we gave you in 2008. And if you think that that's accidental, it isn't. And neither are you. We've done it in order, and we've had him put many documents down so that you could see there is organization and there is science in what we have given him. He's just the only person who has connected it with this way. You all know that you operate through your neuroscience. You all know that you can change yourself through your cognitive behavior therapies, but we've given him all of that information, which is why he looks this way and which is why he healed all these incurable things. Now, but we have to get him to move because many of you're not going to believe, and then it holds everything back, and then your world keeps spiraling out of control because you're not becoming happy and in love with yourselves. So we gave him something that could change your world and change anyone's life. Now, you're not going to believe that. As we've said, you didn't believe Jesus, Buddha, or Tesla. You'd find out later. But those of you who are here, those of you who are in our work, they're already seeing it and they're already progressing. Now, again, all we have to do is get our messenger to do the same thing. But we wanted you to have this and all the work that we've given you on this day for your super new moon, because now you're going to see what we have and you'll decide if you're going to take the next step in your life and live a glorious one, because there are no excuses. Everything that you move through, your fear, your insecurity, it's just that you're not connected with yourself. You're not having the right vocation or relationship is always about you not connecting with your authentic self or refusing to go there. Now, our messenger couldn't have known that because he didn't know what he was developing. He had no idea, and he's had so much trouble because no one else understood it, including his family or everyone else, because it hadn't been done. So it was challenging. But we're saying this because you each have that in varying degrees. You're meant to be unique. You're meant to be different. But you can see that there are differences. You're going in a way in your world where differences aren't accepted. So we gave you something else. We wanted you to love every aspect of you. And when you remember who you are, then you're connected to source. And so that's the information we have given you. There's no religion involved in it. There's no anything else other than the philosophy of science, because that's how your world operates. Now, he's just discovered this, and because he's the first one, we want him to do more research because he's having so much fun with it, so he can't do the same thing. You can't either. You have to take the next step. That's why you're alive. This is the time that you can do it, because the energy, you're never going to have it again. This particular portal, as we'll call it. And so now he's devoting his time to more private channeling. He's going to finish his work because he can't keep doing this. We're saying this because you each will get stuck at times. Now is not the time to do that. Your world needs you to shine, and we have given you everything possible for you to do it. You just have to decide. But we do want to tell you this. We love you all so much. And that's the problem for our messenger, which doesn't let him let go. And we have to push him because he loves you too. Thank you for being here.